Good morning, Caze Cougars. Happy Team Day. It's always my favorite day of the month. We always have a morning meeting. We have a little fun, and it's just great to see everyone showing their Caze pride. You know, it's almost my favorite holiday.
Ooh, I don't know.
Thanksgiving. It's my favorite. Everyone knows I like to eat, so I'm excited to spend time with family and eat a lot of food. I have a Thanksgiving joke for you. Are you ready?
Let's hear it.
What do you call a group of musical sweet potatoes? A yam session.
Yeah. All right. I'll give it to you, but I have a better one.
No, you don't.
You ready?
Okay.
What do you call a turkey who tells jokes? A comedian. I know, you laughed harder at that one. I know.
You're such a comedian.
All right, now you know how funny Miss Spring Pro and I are. We're going to get into our morning meeting, and we're going to start with some reminders. Next week, we only have school on Monday and Tuesday. We really hope that you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving break. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we will not be in school. So we hope you have the best time with your family and friends, and can't wait to hear all about it when you guys return. Another reminder, December 1st will be our picture retake day. So if you did not get your picture taken on our last one, then this is when you will get your picture retaken. Again, that's December 1st.
Great. A reminder I have for you, one of our commitments this year is that when we speak in class, we are going to speak using complete sentences, and you guys have been doing an amazing job with this. Shout out to your teachers for providing sentence stems and giving you guys a lot of practice. Please continue to do this. There are a couple of ways that we can do this. We restate the question in our answer. So if I were to ask you, Miss Joyce, what has been the best part of your day, how might you answer?
I would say the best part of my day has been telling jokes on our morning meeting.
That's a sad day then if that's the best part of your day. And then something that you can do too, after you speak with someone and you find out what they like, you can ask the question, how about you? So you want to practice that? You just told me the best part of your day.
The best part of my day today has been telling jokes. How about you?
Aw, thank you for asking. The best part of my day has been greeting students this morning, seeing their smiles and getting their hugs.
I love that.
We just had a full conversation using our words and using great manners. You can go up to anyone and say, how are you today? You can tell people to have a great day. I know that Miss Joyce and I, we always greet kids. We say good morning or how are you? And sometimes people go, or sometimes we get a or sometimes we get a Those make me sad. Most of the time you guys will say good and give big hugs. But you can take that a next step further by asking the person, but how are you today, after you answer. So continue using those skills and tell people to have a great day. One more reminder I have for you is that after we get back from Thanksgiving break, students in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and third grade will take the middle of the year Acadience test to assess their ability to read and comprehend. This is really, really important. You test with your teachers one-on-one. You did it at the beginning of the year. So we're taking your scores from the middle of the year and comparing them to the beginning of the year to see how much you have grown. You guys have worked so hard in all of your groups and with your teacher every day. This is your chance really to show all of your hard work. Now ready to move into some celebrations, which is always one of my favorite parts of the morning meeting. Our first celebration today is that 58 iLearn checkpoint tests were at or above proficiency in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. That is 58 things from McDonald's I have to buy. And I am so excited to do that because you guys have shown all of your hard work. Excited to do this for our next checkpoint too. So keep up the good work, guys.
All right, our next celebration. Congratulations to our girls and boys basketball teams who are working really hard in practice and in their games and always showing heart. Continue to do that. We're so proud of you and love that you're off to a great start so far.
Congratulations, guys. Also, looking ahead to our morning meeting that we will have in December, I know both myself and Miss Joyce, we really want to shout out kindergartners who know all of their letters and all of their letter sounds. So continue working really hard, kindergartners, to show what you know so that you can be on TV in next month's morning meeting. All right, now let's hear your shout outs.
I want to give a shout out to Chris Smith for being a great friend.
Hi, it's Miss Scott, and I want to give Miss Granderson's whole class a shout out because they're my last class of the day and they left my room so nice and clean. Shout out to Miss Granderson's class.
I want to give a shout out to Jacob for being a good friend.
There, it's Miss Barrett. I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of fourth graders that have been going above and beyond here recently. The first shout out I want to give is to Cardi. Cardi, you're not only giving your best effort in my room, I also see it in other rooms as well and hear about other teachers talking. I also wanted to give a shout out to Mackenzie. Mackenzie, you work so hard and the pride that you have in the work you do just shines through so beautifully. And I also want to give Jessa McGrew a shout out. Jessa, your reading log was exceptional. You used quotation marks accurately. You summarized what you read and I was super impressed. Great job, guys.
I want to give a shout out to you because he's a good friend. Good morning, Caze Cougars. I would like to give a shout out to Jazarion in my class. He has been so helpful. He's such a hard worker and he is such a good student. I'm so lucky to have him in my class. I'd also like to give a shout out to Mr. Binty, Miss Polson, and Mrs. Schapker for being the best teammates ever. Love you guys. Go Cougars!
I want to give a shout out to Lanaya for being a good friend and being there for me.
I stayed in class whole week. Shout out to me.
Thank you to our staff and students who submitted shout outs. As a reminder, if you ever want to do a shout out, you just let me know and I will add you to a list and get your shout out filmed before the next morning meeting. For our connecting activity today, we are going to do a Thanksgiving themed Would You Rather. So we're going to give you two options, and if you'd rather do the first option, you are going to stand up out of your chair. If you prefer the second option, you are going to stay seated. So our first question, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to do this. Would you rather only eat mashed potatoes and gravy, or would you rather only eat pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving? So stand up if you'd rather only eat mashed potatoes and gravy, and sit down if you would only rather eat pumpkin pie. Go.
Pumpkin pie is so much better.
I'm that basic white girl that doesn't like pumpkin very much. Mashed potatoes and gravy for life. All right, you got a better one?
All right. Would you rather have a pet turkey or a pet squirrel? Stand up if you want the pet turkey and sit down if you want the pet squirrel.
Yeah, pet squirrel. Turkeys are really loud and they're kind of mean.
And they're big.
Yeah, I'm afraid my dog might eat the pet squirrel, but it'd be cute.
Yeah, that would not be good.
All right, next one. Would you rather play flag football or board games with your family? I think I would like to play flag football. I'm not good at it. I'm good at board games, but flag football is a lot of fun.
I love board games. We always play board games.
That's a hard one. I could do both of those.
All right, for our next one. Would you rather watch the parade or watch football? Parade or football? Oh, this is another hard one.
I know.
I'm going to go parade.
Okay. I'm normally not a big parade person. I'm a football person, but my team has sucked the last couple of years, so it's not fun to watch them. But the halftime show is always great on Thanksgiving.
For sure.
All right, last one. Would you rather eat your whole meal with chopsticks or a giant wooden spoon? So your whole Thanksgiving meal, if you would rather eat the whole thing with chopsticks, stand up. If you would rather eat the whole thing with a giant wooden spoon, sit down.
I can't use chopsticks.
I can't either.
So bad.
I've tried so hard, but I stink at them. So I'm very impressed with those of you who can. All right, Caze, we hope you have a great weekend, a great team day. Remember, we are one team working for one goal. Go Caze Cougars.